It's me. It's me. It's Driver 53. Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of Farming with Trucks. Welcome to Ravenport, everybody. As you can see, I'm pulling up to a little farm here. That is going to be the new base of operations for my new farm I'm working on. So let me go ahead and pull up right here, and I'll show you guys around a little bit. So what we got is a kind of worn down little farmhouse here, but I mean, it's not too bad. It's got enough room inside. Like, I got a spot there I can have the workers stay in if needed. So here, let me show you this truck. I just picked this thing up on my way over here. It's a TLX 2020. It's got the flatbed on it, fifth wheel. It's a pretty nice truck, really nice. There's a couple other things we can do with it, but I'm definitely going to get into that more a little bit later. So what I've got here is a nice 4 fields that I can work with. I got a regular grain silo here, and then we've got a multi-fruit silo extension over here, so I'm going to be able to store just about anything I want to. Got a field, it looks like it's ready to harvest. I think it's going to be wheat. Let's take a look at it. Yep, wheat, 100% fertilized. Awesome. So we've got another field over there. Looks like it's ready to have something done to it. And they've got a couple fields here that are cultivated. Nothing done to them. Got a little shed, water spot. So, you know, what I got to do is I got to go get some equipment. I have nothing down here, and I've only got $92,000. So what I got to do is figure out how I'm going to farm all this. And I heard there's not a lot of tractors around here. Everybody's been buying them up, so there's nothing really out here. What I have seen, though, is I have seen a lot of trucks sitting around here. And if you guys know me, I'm a little bit engineer minded, so I really like the technology, like I was saying from some of my other posts that I've done. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is get some trucks, right? And we're going to put some tech onto them that's going to allow us to do some work here on the farm. So I just wanted to show you guys this really quick. This is our next base of operations for a little bit. Nice flagpole there. And yeah, we'll see. Let me go grab some stuff, see what I can get. I know there's some stuff available equipment wise up at the shop, but everything else is pretty much, I'm just gonna have to ask people what they got, what kind of trucks we got around the area that I can use. I think it's gonna be a fun series. Let me run, get everything sorted out, and I'll be back and we'll start doing some work. Alright, everybody, so we're back. I am up here at the shop right now, the car dealership, and they also sell all the equipment, everything like that. I was able to pick up a few things and already had them delivered down to the farm, but a lot of the other stuff I just had to call around, and these guys did a really great job for me trying to figure out who had what and everything like that. And so what I had to do was I had to get a trailer, and let me show it to you. Oops. So, like I said, what I had to do was get a trailer here, and this is a gooseneck. This is a, I believe, 22-foot trailer. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna drive around and collect some of the items. All right. So the first one that I want to do is a another kind of truck like this that's located over at the sawmill. And this trailer right here, like I said, it was used not too long though. I mean, I think somebody bought it and then realized it wasn't quite big enough for what they needed. So we're gonna drive over here to the sawmill, and there is another vehicle we're gonna pick up. Excuse me, sorry about that. Been on the phone quite a bit trying to work all this stuff out, and very, very, very fortunate that the people in there, the representatives, salesmen, have some contacts. They know what's going on. So, authorized vehicles only. Sorry. what we're gonna do is we're gonna park this bad boy right here, and we're gonna go ahead and open up the back. Now, I've already paid for all this stuff, transactions, right, everything like that. We are good to go. And I'll show you. It's right here. It's this white one. So let me hop in it. I'll pull it over here into the open a little bit more so we can take a look at it. See exactly what it is. Alright, so this is a TTHD, right? It's pretty nice. I mean, it's a four-door version. I've got two-door version over here. So this one's a little bit more heavy duty. This one's going to be able to do a few more things around for me. It's got a really nice hitch here on the back. Really nice fifth wheel attachment. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and load this thing up onto the trailer. And then we're going to go and pick up some other equipment that's really, really close here. Well, actually, I can't yet. Never mind. I can't quite do that yet because I don't have the equipment to be able to pick it up. So like I said, there's that. Now, I wish I could strap it down, but my straps aren't long enough to go over it. I'll try here. See, they're not wanting to work. So I can't get them to work. Let's see if I can get these. Huh, that one works. Hold on, let me try this one again. Yep, still won't work. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is just drive really, really, really slowly. Alright. So we got that closed up. We'll see how this goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull through here, because I've got quite a bit of wooded area attached to my property, right? I run the outside of the fields. There's quite a bit. So I could be bringing quite a bit of stuff up here. I mean, I have to get a trailer and everything like that, but to help clear some of my property off to make room for more fields and things, I could bring stuff up here. And it looks like that's a sale point right there. Awesome. And they said around back over here was where I could bring wood chips. Now I think wood chips is going to be a lot more viable for me to do, because I don't necessarily want a logging trailer and everything like that, but if I can just fill up a dump bed, oh yeah, right there, full of wood chips, then I should be good to go. Now what is this thing? That's interesting. I don't know, maybe they could, if I needed to buy some for something else. So we're going to go ahead and not hit this car. And we did it. Alright, so we're going to head back to the farm now with truck number 1. And like I said, we can't get going too fast. I don't know if I should obey all the traffic laws, because I mean, I really want to get started on this farm today. We've got a lot of equipment that we need to pick up. I'll show you my map here in a little bit when we get back to the farm. You can see where everything's scattered around. They gave me GPS locations on all the stuff, so I just have to go and pick it up. I mean, all these pieces of equipment have GPS trackers on them, so that's something that I definitely want with my farm. So all the representatives, as they were out talking to everybody, they went ahead and put GPS trackers on all this stuff for me. So it's absolutely great. All I gotta do is just pull up my app on my phone, go across, and see where they're all at. There's actually a couple really, really close here to the shop. So I think we might pass a couple more of them on the way down here. One of the vehicles is actually really, really close to our farm. So I think I'm just gonna have to run up the hill a little bit and go grab that one. Oh wow. So I guess lesson of the day is don't run over those barriers, because you might knock your truck off the trailer. Yep. So like I said, we're gonna keep on keeping on here. We're gonna get this back down here, get it positioned. So the few things that I wanted to go ahead and show you, they went ahead and delivered one of these trailers for me. I haven't picked up the vehicle that's quite strong enough to pull that yet. I mean, my TLX probably will do it, but I wanted to be able to get this one. So I've also got an older harvester here, a really old harvester, and we also picked up a seeder, and I think it's going to be able to do. It's going to be able to do a lot of my, all the crops. So let's go ahead and back this off here without getting too crazy. Awesome. Alright, so I want to go ahead and take this over here. Now, I've got a toolbox that is on its way. It's being delivered. And I'm going to kind of have an outdoor area. And you may be wondering, what in the world are those things behind me? Well, what these are, they're called, 3-point hitches, adapters. And we're going to bolt that up to the back of this. I've got some equipment. We're going to cut out a little bit and bolt it up to the frame itself. And then we're going to be able to use all the implements that you would normally be able to use on a tractor, but we're going to be able to use it on a truck. PTO and everything, we've got some special adapters coming that we're going to be able to hook into the driveline here and be good to go. So I got 2 of them because I got another truck. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that one there. I want to go pick up a truck that's right up there. And the guy said that it's pretty hilly, so I shouldn't bring my truck and trailer up there because there's really no good way to park it or everything. He's like up on top of a hill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up there and actually grab this other truck. He said our properties connect each other through this road back here. And then I'm going to go pick up another implement because it's really close. So I'll see you guys on my way up there. So I just called him. It was like, hey man, is this your driveway? He goes, well, it can be. I was like, all right. He's like, just, be careful, watch your step. He's like, we it's been washed out a little bit lately, so we kind of use the other side. I was like, oh, all right. But apparently this was his driveway at one time. I mean, so that's telling you what type of truck we're going to pick up. No, it's not that one. It's that one over there. Yeah. So I mean, somehow this guy just sleeps in there. I think he's kind of prepping for the end of times. So we wanted to be up here so we could see everything. But this is the truck. It's a nice little old, not little, but a nice old farm truck. It's got some lights on it, right? It's got a little bit of age on it. You can see it. But we're going to go ahead and hop in this thing here. Going to go ahead and get it fired up. And he said to use the other way to get down. So I'm like, perfect. And he said, don't worry about the old people in the house down here. Says that's his parents' property. And there ain't really nobody in there anymore. So I was like, alright. So we're just going to cut through here. And we're going to go pick up one of our implements. It's a cultivator. And it needs a little bit of TLC also. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see the theme we're going with here. TLC. And the reason is because it's sitting over here in the scrapyard. They put some wheels on it for me. It should be good to go. Should be able to get it back to the farm at least. I'll be able to do a little bit of work on it. And yeah. So this one is kind of like the last piece. I didn't really want to get something out of a scrapyard, but I didn't really have a choice. The size of this thing, it's pretty good size. It's going to be able to work really well for us. I don't need the special adapter to run it, which is nice also, the 3-point. So here we go. I'm going to take it kind of slow here. I don't want to get carried away with this thing. So, man, this thing is big. I didn't realize how big it was, but man, this is big. Well, that's a full-size truck, this cultivator. I hope I have one of my trucks that can pull this thing. If not, I'm going to have to sell this thing and get something a little bit smaller. Alright, so it looks like about 25, 26 maybe. I don't know, we might have crept up there a little bit more. But what I'm going to do is we're going to park this thing inside here. And for those of you that don't know, I really like technology, okay? So I have a drone that I use when I'm with my equipment that will, you know, follow me, and I can rotate it around. I've got a joystick that I can yeah, there we go, that I can you know, control from inside the cabin or truck or whatever I'm at. And you know, it follows me, it stays on me 100%. And sometimes it gets a little bit crazy. It's got a little bit of a zoom issue, but that's what I use. And if you watch some of the other videos, I explain it a little bit more. So yeah, that's 2 down. So I think now what we're going to do is take the TLX and we're going to go pick up the other truck real quickly, because I just want to be able to have all the trucks down here, get them all mocked up, and then we'll go grab the rest of the equipment. I might set that harvester, go ahead and do some work with it. I just don't know yet. I don't really know many people around here right now, and this truck is squirrely. Y'all, don't tell anybody I did that, okay? Don't tell anybody I broke that sign. I mean, they're gonna know anyway, because I'm the only one that lives down that lane, but yeah, don't go tell nobody. But I really don't know many people around here, right? A couple people said that I've met, there's a restaurant up here, and they said that there's people looking for work. So I'm just gonna have to figure out where I can contact these people at. They gave me a number of a contractor. He's kind of like a middleman, like a dispatcher, right? If you got somebody you need help, or something you need help with, then give him a call and he'll get somebody over there. Now, I'm trying to remember where this other piece is at, this other vehicle. So let's pull up our little map here. Alright, it's just behind the shop, so if I go this way, I should be able to find it. Awesome. And now that I'm in town, I'm going to pay attention to the signs a little bit better. See what I mean about that drone? It just kind of gets crazy sometimes. So, we're going to turn here, and as you can see, this house here on the corner has quite a few vehicles. I don't know if I'm supposed to park here, but this is where I'm going. Alright, so like I said, am I going to be able to get on there? I should be able to get that. Let's grab this real quick and get out of their way. So like I said, I've already got all the stuff for all these vehicles. And this is a Scarrick. This is a nice 4x4. It's like 635 horsepower or something. I mean, this thing is a monster. Absolute monster. So I got a feeling this is the one that I'm going to be doing a lot of my heavy work with. And then the other one is going to be for more light activity, plowing and stuff like that. So let's go grab this, get this out of the way. And we're going to take this one down to the farm too. So I think I'm going to stop off over here at the restaurant, see if there's anything that I can grab on the way. I mean, it's almost lunchtime, so see if there's anybody in there that knows anybody else that's looking for work, because I'd really like to get that harvest started, and I just don't want to do it all myself. I really like helping out the local community and getting people, you know, working. right? I understand everything going on right now, and so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go come down here. See what I mean about the drone? I tried to get out of the way of the tree, and it just went crazy. We're gonna pull over here, kind of out of the way, and grab a bite. They do takeout up here, so I'm just gonna pull out of the way, run over here, and the next time you guys see me, I'll be down at my farm, and we'll be making a plan. I'm hoping to have my toolbox delivered here in a little bit. They said after lunchtime, so we'll see you guys then. So I got my toolbox in. It's a nice little blue lizard brand right here. I'm just gonna leave it out. I'll roll it over if I need to. But I wanted to show you guys what I was talking about with these adapters here. See, we just cut some stuff out, put them in, got them mounted up. They're all good. Same thing over here. Got the lines and everything. They're going up inside, so they're good. They're gonna work and do what we need them to. So what I'm gonna do is actually take one of these and go grab some of our equipment. So I think I'm gonna hop in this one first. And well, actually, let me pull up the map and I'll show you what we got. Alright, so this is a map, and you can see my fields are down here in the bottom right hand corner, right? 19, 24, 25, 26. So what we've got is we've got this guy right here, which is a subsoiler plow, a ripper plow for us. Alright, then we've got a couple of items over here, and one of them is for lime, one of them is for fertilizer. And then if we go all the way over here, this place, we've got a collecting wagon for our straw that we get off the fields, right? So I gotta make a decision which one I want to go pick up first. Probably, well, let's look at my fields. That might be able to tell me something really quickly. So nothing's fertilized, and it looks like these are cultivated. So what I could do is I could go ahead and fertilize them, and then I could go ahead and start planting while I'm running around and picking up the rest of the stuff, because I actually did find a worker. He's going to be meeting me here a little bit. So it's 11:56 now. He said he's going to be here afternoon. So I think if I just run up here and grab this one fertilizer, by the time I get back, hopefully the worker's here and we can get him kicked off on the harvester. And then I can keep running around picking up the other stuff while he's doing that, and then do it that way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab the fertilizer, and I'll see you guys up at the shop because we got to put some product in it. Alright everybody, so we're back up here at the shop. Like I went ahead and grabbed both of them at the same time. I just shuffled them all over here. That way they were out of their way. You know, the dealership here, they're okay with me leaving this stuff here temporarily. They understand I'm going to get to it today. But just to make the trip a little bit quicker, I went ahead and did this. I've got a pallet of solid fertilizer that's going to go in here. And then I've got a pallet of seeds that is going to go into my sower. And I got to figure out how I'm going to get that down to the farm. Otherwise, I got to maybe get a seed tender or something like that. I don't know quite yet. A seed tender does sound like a really good idea. That way, no matter where I'm at, I can just run it up here instead of having to run the entire machine up here. But they're not cheap, right? They're kind of pricey. I'll show you here. It's actually an auger wagon is what it is, and they're $20,000. I mean, I could lease one to get this up down to the house, but I don't know. I mean, it would be smart to have one of these, or I could bring my truck up here and load up onto it, but I don't have a good way of doing that. So maybe I need to invest in a Bobcat or something like that I can do, and maybe that's the way I go. But it all depends on how much money I make off this first harvest. There are also contracts and things that I can start working on using other people's equipment, but I don't know. I don't know how much I want to use tractors and stuff of other people's if I'm trying to farm with trucks, right? So we'll see. If it's something I can do easy, then I'll do it with me. I mean, a harvest, I could probably use their stuff and use my truck to go back and forth. So we'll see about that. But first thing I got to do is fill this thing up, get it down to the house, and then get it going. And then, like I said, hopefully the other guy's down there, and we'll be good to go. So I'll see you guys down there at the house. So we're in the field, and let's just go ahead and get to fertilizing. The worker's not here yet, so all I got to do is turn this thing on, make sure that I'm good. I'm getting over the edge fine. Alright, here we go. So perfect. Looks like we got some birds up there. So you guys can see, laying down a pretty good stream. This is the smallest this thing will go. It's 24 meters. And whenever we get down here to the end, we're going to turn around and come back. We're going to overspray maybe a little bit or not. Kind of depends on how it lines up over there. So get all the way to the edge. There we go. So we're going to back up now and get over here and hit this other little bit. So one thing I noticed about this, the more weight you get on the back here, the lighter the front end gets, if that makes any sense, where it's just kind of not wanting to stay connected and stay down and steer properly. So it gets really skittish on the wheel. So I got to figure out a way to be able to get more weight on here, or possibly use the big Skyrock over there if I got a full load in this. That way I can have drivability. Now, one thing that I do want to do, I want to clear a little bit more of this land, these trees. I think I want to get rid of these 4 trees at least right here. That way I can you know, extend that field up just a little bit more. I don't want to get too crazy since I'm working with trucks here, farming with trucks. And you know, I noticed over here on this side too, I definitely have 1 tree here in the middle that I want to get rid of, because I'd really like to have another field right here, maybe even 2 fields, like 1 on each side. So, and I think what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to start down here on this end, because it's going to be tricky to turn around over here with all this. So I think what I'm going to do is go up to the top side up here, see how well this truck does it. So we're going to turn onto the field. Perfect. Alright, we're going to turn this bad boy on. We're going to go to town. So I'm definitely covering the edge a little bit better than I did, a little more than I did on the other one. So it looks like that field over there is growing. I mean, we could probably shoot some fertilizer on that one too. No, it's already been harvested. Never mind. So we actually need to cultivate that one and maybe plow it even. So we'll look at that later though, because it'd be better just to do them both at the same time. But I definitely want to go ahead and get this one fertilized. That way we can plant, and then once the crops start coming up, we'll fertilize again. It's not really the style that I like to do. I really like to fertilize before I cultivate, and then again after. That way it's got all the fertilization that it needs, and I don't have to touch it again until it's time to harvest. So we're gonna be done here. Awesome, perfect. So now I'm gonna go drop this off somewhere over here, and I'm gonna give a worker a call and see where he's at. It's been a few. He said he was gonna be after 12. I don't know if he meant like 12:02 or like 12:30. So let me give him a call, see where he's at, and then we'll formulate a plan on what we're gonna do with the rest of this. So I'm just gonna park this right here. We'll go run inside, grab a nice sweet iced tea, give him a call. Oh, so he finally showed up. Yeah, he was coming down the road when I called him. So what I'm going to do, I totally forgot, this field over here needs cultivated. And what I want to do before I cultivate it is I'm going to go ahead and fertilize it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing kicked off here. And we're going to throw some fertilizer down. Perfect. Come around over here. Perfect. This one should line up really, really well. Alright, gonna stop. And back up. Over here on the other side now. See where I'm going. Boom. Alright, get straight. There we go. So yeah, I got that guy. He's over there doing that for me really quickly. I'm going to finish this up, put this away. I'm going to go see how full he is. Because if he's going to be a while, I got to get that smoothed out. If he's going to be a while, then I think what I'm going to do is go run and pick up, you know, the next piece of equipment that we need. So I got the cultivator here, but it's going to be a little bit before I can use that. Like I said, he's willing to work, but I only have one right now, one worker. So we're going to drop that down. Alright, so let's let's go run over here and hop in here and see how he's doing. Maybe he's going slow enough I can catch up to him. Oh yeah. So I think I got time. So I'm gonna just do the TTHD again, and we're gonna go pick up, like I said, our next piece of equipment. It's gonna be the straw, because we're gonna need that to be able to pick up stuff off the field so we can begin to plow. But first I gotta do that before I can plow. So we're gonna run up here to the ranch, is where this is at. And this is a fun little drive here. I really like this. They told me it was kind of back and forth, and be careful not to carry too much heavy stuff that's top heavy, because you can topple all the way down. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. I mean, everything here looks like it's pretty good cambered. I mean, I could see right there if you got into a little bit of a bind, or if you're kind of wiggling back and forth. Oh boy. Alright. Some nice fields right here too. Really nice fields. Got a little horse barn. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So apparently this place up here, it's called the ranch, but I don't know what all ranch stuff they do anymore. I think it's more of like a bed and breakfast now. I mean, they've got a little thing there. They said they were going to leave this one right over here for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up. And this is called a loading wagon. And what it's going to do is allow us to... Oops. Huh. Uh-oh. There we go. See, I made those lifters detachable. Just so if I ever wanted to run the truck just a regular hitch, I could. So this trailer, what it's going to do is allow us to pick up the straw. Now we do have a sale point that's really close to the house, or the farm, that we are going to be able to just take this up there. We dump it off, they process it, and I mean, they pay us immediately. So that's what we're going to do, I think. I don't think we have a need to bale it right now. I mean, we can hang on to it, but I don't know what for. We can look at the price. I've got a sheet, an almanac type thing, that, you know, the farmers around here have all put together and said, hey, here's normal price for stuff. Here is best that we've seen in like the last 5 years. So I've got that. I'm going to use it just to kind of help me get started and understand what prices are and where I need to sell stuff and hang on to stuff. So we can look at straw whenever we pick it up, how good it's doing. And if it's doing alright, we'll sell it. If not, we can store some of it. I think we can store like 150,000 liters. So we may do that. But hopefully whenever I get down here, we'll be just about ready to unload that harvester. If we are, that's awesome. Because then we can figure out what we're going to do with the wheat. There's multiple sale points around here. And he's still going. Alright, so I mean, I guess what we can do is we can just go ahead and start picking up some of this straw till he hollers at us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over here and kind of get lined up on it, right? Just like this. So what I need to do is I need to drop down this thing in the front. See how that's raising up and going down? Now I just need to turn it on. There we go. So I'll do it like this right here. You guys will be able to see as this thing fills up. So you can see the straw starting to go in there. Now, I honestly have no idea how much we are going to get, right? But every little bit helps whenever you're trying to make money. As you guys can see, we only have $2,614 right now. It keeps going down because the worker, he, you know, my bank account, they know when he clocked in, so they want to make sure that there's enough money over there. And they'll tell him if I don't have any more money, they'll just tell him go home. So it's an automatic deduction thing like that. So this is doing pretty good. I mean, we almost got 5,000 liters now, right? And we've only done, I mean, 3 strips, and we're at 57.50. I don't think that's too bad. So he's doing pretty good over there on that. Looks like maybe 3 more passes and he'll be done. Man, I gotta get that bump taken care of. That is obnoxious. So yeah, let me finish this up. I'll unload him. Probably gonna use the other wagon and or trailer, and then you know, we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. I'll probably keep him around. I am gonna keep him around actually, and we're gonna work on plowing. So I'm gonna fertilize this field now that we got harvest off of it. Once I get the straw up, and then we'll work on getting man, that bump. Work on getting them plowed. Or cultivated. I don't need to plow them, just cultivate them. And we've got that over there. So we can definitely do that. I think I'm going to hang out here until he is done. So I'll see you guys once we get into the cultivating. So as you can see, I got my worker. He's over there using the older farm truck to cultivate. Looks like he's having a time with it too. Looks like the front end's bouncing up a little bit on that thing. So that may not be the best truck. We're gonna see. I mean, it's the best I could do. I had to find something. So we're gonna go and open this thing up. We're gonna put the pipe out here. We're gonna pull up next to the nice blue trailer here, and we're gonna have 4,729 liters of crop. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. But we can see how prices are going right now and maybe make just a little bit of money to be able to hold us over till we get this next round of crops out. Now I am going to have 4 fields that are going to be ready. Once he gets done cultivating those, I'm going to have him start planting the 2 that are ready, and then we will all fertilize the ones he just got done with, and then we'll have him move over to those 2. So we should be able to get everything planted today for sure. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to take this thing over here and store it. Folding it up a little bit. Like I said, we're going to store this bad boy up. Oops. There we go. Alright, so let's hop in here. This is going to tell us what we want to do with it. So we have 4,729 of wheat. Let's go ahead and get it covered. Let's look at our prices. So wheat right now, wheat typically goes for between 11.62 and 13.13. So 11.67 looks like a great job at the port grain elevator. Alright, so let's look back over here and see where the port grain elevator is. Right there. So let's go ahead and take it. Now let's also look at straw, right? Because we got almost 20,000 of that, right? And the only place that takes that is the barn at 108. That's not very good right now. Not at all. So, I mean, none of that stuff really. Grass should be about 156. Hay should be about 165 to 186. So that's really high on hay. Wish I had some of that. But straw should be 141. But since I've got 20,000, I mean, it's only like $2,000, right? So I only make like, I don't know, another 1,000. Let's just sell it all. So port grain elevator is where we need to go, right? Port grain elevator 1167. Yep. Alright, so let's fire this thing up and let's get it going. I'll see you guys when we get over there. So we're back down here at the farm again. This guy just got finished up. I told him to go ahead and take a quick break, and so he's doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fertilizer, get it set up for him. He's gonna go ahead and fertilize a couple fields for me here real quick. Oh wow. Oh, it's because of my tailgate. There we go. Man, so finicky. You gotta get all those details just right. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we can bring this guy back over here, park him. And I'm gonna grab TTHD and fertilize those two fields since we just cultivated them. And then we won't have to touch them again until it's time to harvest. Well, I mean with fertilizer. Alright. You guys can see it changing color there. Let me try things a little different this time. Oh, I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Alright, sorry, I was focusing on that. What we're doing is, I'm going to finish this up, like I said, really, really quickly. I'm just going to go ahead and do it and try not to get stuck here. That's a pretty steep hill. Oh, wow. And then we're going to set... Oh, did I miss that whole side? Oh, that's what I get for trying to be greedy. I'll swing back around and grab that. Well, I guess the good news is I'm fertilizing the grass too. Huh. There we go. Alright, so there's that done. So like I said, we're going to get our seeder out and let our worker go to town on that. Alright, right there. So like I said, this guy's going to go to pick up the other piece of equipment. So we still need him out. But the seeder, we're going to use the Scarrock. For sure. There we go. Nice red Scarrock. Gonna be pulling the yellow or not the cultivator. Jeez. This guy. Oh wait, y'all. I still need seeds. How are we gonna do that? Let's see how much skid loaders are. So it looks like we have this guy here that I can change the color on. It's New Holland. That one's quite interesting. It's $50,000, $2,500 to... Jeez. But I do have a ramp. But I've only got $7,000 to be able to buy products, so I can't... I mean, I've already got the seeds up there. What I need to do is just get them down here somehow. Huh. How am I going to do that? So much fun. So much fun. So this thing here is only $1,000 to lease. I mean, I do have 4 fields. Let's go ahead and lease it. Right? Yeah. So it's going to be up there at the shop waiting on me. It's $8,000. Or 8,000 liters, I'm sorry. So, we should be good. Now, which one do I want to use to go pick it up? You know what? Let's take our nice fun one. I love this truck, the TLX. Because this one, even though it's an auger wagon, it doesn't require PTO, so I can run it with any of my vehicles. It's just, I really like this one a lot right now. I think it's the one we're going to use for a lot of our just normal pickup items. Jeez, don't tell anybody hit that sign too. Look at that, all the construction stuff's back. Awesome. So if I remember right, we still have some seeds up here too. One pallet. I'm gonna head up the bottom. Alright, so there we are. We got our seeds in here now. This is a perfect truck for this type of activity. And this auger wagon is going to be perfect for just filling up my seeder. It's like a win-win combo. Winner and winner. Now all we need is a chicken dinner. Sorry, bad joke. Alright, so the reason I'm going to do this instead of bringing everything down is just because I really don't want to skid steer anything down at the farm yet. Telehandler, wheel loader, any of that stuff. I just don't really want it down there. Because if I had to get it down there, I need it up at the shop too. So it's just another double expense that I don't need. And I think this right here will work perfectly fine for now. So what I need to do is move the big guy out a little bit farther. So let's hop off. Let's go get this guy. Maybe. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is what we got to work with. So what I'm going to do is swing around over here. There we go. Just open up the cover and there we go. So, working great. Absolutely great. $2,100. There we go. I got the cover closed. Start this bad boy up. So I guess the question is, what do I want to raise? Let's see what all our options are. So we have wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybeans, oilseed grass, wheat. Alright, so really just 0 crops. Alright. So I think some canola. What we're going to do is I'm going to get this set up and then the worker will take over. Alright, so we're going to do canola. So first thing I need to do is lower it down. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go to town. Awesome. So yeah, let me just go ahead and halt this for a minute, let my other guy get over here. And I'm going to run and take this stuff where it belongs. We got to get rid of the straw. So I'll probably show you when I'm up there doing that. By the way, we made a little bit over 5,500 on the grain, the wheat that we sold. So that's awesome. Hopefully the straw is a couple grand, more than likely, if that. So yeah, we can go ahead and put this guy up. We got that guy, he's getting ready to go, and he's taking a little break right now. So, you know, I think for this episode right here, I want to go ahead and be done. It may be a little bit shorter than what you guys are used to, but it's just going to allow me to kind of have a few more of these and keep them short so you guys can watch them and not be stuck watching stuff for an hour a day like my other Let's Play. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed what we've been seeing so far. I know I'm having a good time working with trucks only. Um, so yeah, we're gonna keep working the fields. Gonna go get the rest of the stuff. We might even look at doing a contract in the next episode. So if you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like what you see, yeah, give me a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments. Either way, what you like, what you didn't like, what you think I could do a little bit better. If you would, share this video with your friends. I say it every time, and I really mean it. You never know who, might be a fan of farming. I wasn't really into it until just a few months ago, and now I can't get enough. So I appreciate it if you would share it, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Please subscribe. Let's get those numbers up so I can start seeing a difference in making sure that what I'm making is relevant to what you guys are wanting to see. That's what I'm here for, to provide for you, to entertain you, to teach maybe y'all about some different stuff that maybe you not have thought about. And the more people we have, the more ideas we can bounce off each other, right? The more feedback I get on my stuff, that way I'm making sure that I'm making the content that the viewers like. So yeah, until next time, this is Driver 53 signing off.